Thanks. Just before I went on the break, Shola, we talked about the inflation. We're going to talk about soon. We're going to talk about, families are finding it difficult day in, day out to spend. They don't even have the purchasing power anymore like they used to. I mean, even if they have, it's not even enough for them to go to the market. They have to think about their health, food, and basic living, rent for those who are paying rent. They have to think about their basic living. Sometimes I feel that some of these leaders are so comfortable that they cannot even, understand what the common man is going through. So it is the leadership that needs to take responsibility of this so-called demarketing of the country. It's the same government that came up with a bill on anti-social media bill.
Exactly. Probably they haven't told us how much. Sorry to come in there. Because some actions, there are some actions people take. When you take those actions, they also have to take decisions based on those actions. We look and say, okay, this is the reason why they need to do so and so. Probably, I don't know, Twitter has not told us why it cited its African headquarters in Accra, Ghana. But as a layman, I can already begin to think, is it because this government has a desire to stifle social media with those proposed pieces of legislation which are there in the Senate and in the House? Is that the reason why? So there are many reasons Twitter could have addressed. We don't know. But we've spoken about the basic ones about infrastructure, safety of investment, lives and all that. So Mr. Lai Mohammed shouldn't demarket Nigerians with his own comments.
Indeed, he should, tread carefully when he makes statements. They're quite sensitive. Nigerians are listening. Nigerians are now more politically aware than ever before. In fact, I'm amazed. I'm actually impressed by the level of political participation of Nigerians. I would say thanks to the social media that has brought a lot of Nigerians on board to keep on keep track of events in the country and of course ventilate their thoughts. Shola, it's quite amazing, and so many government officials have identified the power of social media, and so they've taken their handles as well. They've taken their own slot.
Good afternoon, viewers and listeners across the globe. You're welcome to Straight Talk on Touch Radio Nigeria. My name is David Lucas. The voice you just heard there was, I think, the voice of some journalists speaking about what happened just a few days back. And they were hammering more on the Minister of Information, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, concerning what he said regarding the Twitter that the headquarters was brought to Ghana. We're going to be looking at that, in a short while. But let's quickly look at what just happened yesterday. We thank God that President Muhammadu Buhari is back into the country, after spending about 6 days, that is 16 days in the UK. Thank God he's back, and we are all happy that he's back and is hale and healthy. Now, I think the next thing is for him to just, get started with the work in Aso Rock. We wish him all the best as it gets cracking. We're also going to be looking at the IGP, what the IGP is order on the monitoring team of the IG office, where he had to wipe away, the monitoring team, and he said a lot of things which one of our analysts today is going to be, looking at. That is what we have for today on our first segment. Then we're also going to be looking at Pastor E. Adeboye, the general overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. He talked about the insecurity in Kaduna State and the response of Governor El-Rufai of Kaduna State. We are going to be hearing that also, and what the people, their own view to what Pastor Adeboye said concerning the insecurity in Kaduna State. We're going to be looking at that also. And finally for today, we're going to be looking at Godwin Obaseki, the governor of Edo State. Last week he was talking about the 6 billion naira that was printed by CBN and that was shared, into circulation. The implication of that, the response of the Minister of Finance about the money that we are also going to be looking at this day. I'll be back after this timeout. Yeah, you're welcome back. You are still listening and watching Straight Talk, and the one and only number one online radio in Nigeria, Touch Radio Nigeria. Before we went on that short break, I was talking about the implication of what happened. You know, for example, I said that the Information Minister Lai Mohammed, what he said, you know, about Nigeria, that we are demarketing Nigeria, you know, based on the utterances of Nigerians as per the Twitter opening their office headquarters in Ghana. Our analyst is going to be saying a lot about all those things, and also the return of the president back into Nigeria. Now I'm going to bring the voice of my analyst. You know, shortly. His name is Muka Popola. Muka Popola, you know, happened to be he was the former editor of People's Choice. That was in, I think, 1995. Yes, then that was when I met him. That was when we knew ourselves. Then I was with a Nigerian Economist, you know, as a sub-editor. I was always with Muka Popola then, you know, that when Akim Gondogun, the first editor of People's Choice, when he died, you know, and Muka Popola is, you know, is a journalist that, you know, knows his onions, and is a man that, you know, is so vast about the politics and the policy, you know, making when it comes to analyzing issues, you know, in Nigeria. I want to listen to Popola's view on the return of president, the Twitter headquarters being brought to Ghana, and also the IGP order. Now, listen to him.
Perspective that at least he exited the country to take care of his health,
Yes.
and is back. So it's a good thing that we have him back. We're happy, but he should also now take the health of Nigerians more seriously. In a situation where our president, with the humongous amount usually budgeted for state house clinic, you know, still has reason to travel abroad for medical treatment, then you could imagine what is happening in the health sector. So he should, to me, that one is a message to him that he should now take the health of Nigerians more seriously. And that he's been able to take care of himself fine, then the ordinary people of Nigeria also need good health.
Indeed.
After taking care of his health, then he should also now look at the health sector in Nigeria and you know, firm it up. Nigerians actually also deserve good health.
Exactly.
I'm happy that we have been told from outside that
Rule of law.
that rule of law is suffering in Nigeria. That our democracy is not actually democracy, and it is also affecting the attitude, you know, of the international community to the Nigerians. It is just a wake-up call,
Yes.
to us to reorganize ourselves, and
Absolutely.
that call is to the managers of our political system, the managers of our political administration, the managers of our government. So, and if Alhaji Lai Mohammed
Yes.
says, oh, it is because of patriotic Nigerians, what he did not have to me is whether we have an environment, a business friendly environment. Whether our security situation in Nigeria will have encouraged, any foreigner to want to come into a system where on a daily basis what they hear is kidnap of
killings,
killings of citizens, police brutality, and all sort of things, corruption. So these are things that the minister should probably have tried to explain to himself before blaming Nigerians. What Nigerians are shouting is not necessarily about marketing the country. It is about saying these things are wrong. Please look into them.
That's it.
What else? What I've seen, and I know since we've been having IGs in Nigeria, they've come with some fantastic ideas. They will even give definite instruction, checkpoints, do this, you must appear in uniform when you go. Don't just wear any civil dress as if you are a Rattagami and all. And all these things, I tell you, they don't obey their IGs. I have never seen any IG that has come and come with a certain policy and pronounce that policy, and that policy has been followed. No, I mean, I tell you, he has disbanded. Yes. But I have the fear, or the cynicism that they will yield to the disbandment.
So he really needs to
form, and they go on operating, and the man will be there in Abuja. I won't even know.
That's what's going on.
The police, I don't know the problem. The police in Nigeria don't obey the command.
It's unfortunate.
They don't.
It's
Touch Radio, your best companion in infotainment.
Touch Communications, your best companion in infotainment.
Welcome back. That was the voice of Muka Kukwola reacting to the issue of the return of President Muhammadu Buhari, then Lai Mohammed, and also the IGP order. Now let's quickly go to our next story, which is Pastor Adeboye in Kaduna. What he said in Kaduna just beginning of this week. I want you to listen to what he said before the response of Governor El-Rufai, and also what the people, their own response to the to what Pastor Adeboye said. Now, just listen to what Pastor Adeboye what he said, concerning the insecurity in Kaduna State. Now,
it's not an easy thing to be governor of Kaduna State at this particular moment. We know you have a problem that only God can solve. A problem far, far beyond the abilities of any human being. But I want to assure you, sir, victory is around the corner. We are praying for you, and I believe God is going to answer the prayers. I'm assuring you, sir, that the Almighty God is going to fight for you. He's going to fight for Kaduna State. He's going to fight for Nigeria.
Yeah, that was the voice of Pastor Adeboye, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God worldwide. Now, let's listen to the response of Governor of Kaduna State, Malam El-Rufai.
And we thank you for your prayers, because the situation in Kaduna State and in many parts of Nigeria are of such seriousness that they are beyond the capacity of any human being alone to solve. That they are beyond the capacity of any human being alone to solve. This country needs divine intervention more than at any time in its history. So we are grateful for your prayers, we are grateful for your blessings, and we will continue to ask for more.
You're welcome back. That was the voice of the governor of Kaduna State. Now, before we go to the reaction of people concerning what Pastor Adeboye said about insecurity in Kaduna State, now we all know what happened, last year when there was this vicious attack, continuous attack on southern Kaduna, where a lot of villages people were killed. Many were rendered homeless. And what was the response, of El-Rufai then? We all know what the man said. Now Pastor Adeboye came to Kaduna and he said that that God will intervene in the issue of insecurity concerning that state. Now let's look at what people, the way Nigerians, the way they viewed what Pastor Adeboye said concerning insecurity in Kaduna State. Now listen to what Nigerians said concerning that.
I don't know what Nigeria will do. And that is why today Nigeria is under the hands of God and by praying. So we continue to be praying. And we need more prayer.
Okay, sir.
Prayer.
Okay. More.
It's the same thing that some other nations have passed through. But what makes this peculiar is because it's self-inflicting problem.
Self-inflicting. So, do you need prayers when the problems are self-inflicted, sir?
Yes, they are self-inflicted, yeah. Because we are the one inflicting our problems on ourselves. And what makes it peculiar to Nigeria now is we knew the solution and yet we refuse to do the needful. That's what makes us different from other nations. They knew their own problems. They knew the solution. Look for they follow it up. They try to do the needful. But Nigerians, we knew what our problems are. We knew what to do, but we refused to do it over and over, and we are happy with it.
All right, thanks.
Pray and do. No work will help you. And when you want to walk and do, no prayer can help you. These two things goes pari passu.
And that's why Jesus says you should walk and pray, watch and pray, watch and pray.
And the Bible said also that the prayer of a killer is an abomination unto the Lord.
Lobato.
You can't be doing what you know it is wrong. And you're expecting God to answer your prayers. It is impossible practically.
Even, sir.
Adeboye refused to meet the issue in the board. When you check the man who is in charge of Kaduna State, and you are telling him, we know it is not easy to be a governor by this time. For crying out loud, these people campaign for this post. And they always so careful and dead. And this is the same one who told us that we don't listen of government. If they don't want to do the right thing, they will go home in body bags. The same governor told us that he has paid these killers to stop killing. And we now want to say we want to hand it over to God. How can nobody? It is one man, and they are capable of solving it. It is only when they stand up to solve it that God will now assist us prayerfully. Thank you and have a nice day.
Well, you see, the problem.
If we will commit to deceive ourselves, people, this is not about prayer. This prayer alone. If you say believe, this is always what will happen. Remember, this is not about prayer. We should stop deceiving ourselves. When thousands are dying every day, we commit to preserve people. I will not, and let me not join issue.
Okay, sir.
God will not come down to come and help us. Let us do what we are supposed to do. Let us know the generation of this problem, this crisis, and the so-called cabal. They know how to end the crisis, not only in Kaduna State, in Nigeria as a whole. I don't want to disclose my identity. We all know, some of us know, we know how, we know the people behind it. So what they should do, let them not hide under the umbrella of God. God will not come down. It is we ourselves, like that man, the last fella just said, the first is wicked. You understand? And until we resort to solve this problem ourselves, God will not come down. And if God is having, like the rightly said, I am very sure if is spoil. God doesn't mind. If thousands die in a day, it doesn't cost God anything. You understand? If he decides to intervene like they are rightly calling God into it, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad for them. And let me rest my case.
Yeah, welcome back. Those were the voices of Nigerians, their reactions as to what Pastor Adeboye, said concerning the insecurity that is being experienced in Kaduna State. Now, let's quickly go to our final story for today. We're going to be looking at, we're going straight now to Edo State. Last week, the executive governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, he broke the news, in the media, saying that about 6 billion naira was printed by Central Bank of Nigeria, and that money was shared, amongst those who were at the minute meetings in Abuja. And after that, the Minister of Finance, came out to refute what the governor said. I want to quickly listen to what the minister said before we round off for today.
Good time, you did everything. I said, yeah, let's just go and look for these boys I'm bringing in. They're doing it like this. Now you saw what they did in Imo. That was the 6th attack on the federal government security system. It's coming. I was talking to Delta yesterday. They said they're afraid they'll put more boats to be patrolling the River Niger. So except we move very, very quickly, we don't have time left. We don't have years. We have to do something urgently and quickly. Otherwise, we will not be able to control things the way we used to. So I want to thank you and ask you to help me thank members of the Transition Committee. They gave me one piece of paper. It's almost 20 pages of what they put. So they are the ones that will be telling you what they saw in each area. I don't want to, I want to stop for here and say it is a family meeting. It has to be an open meeting. We have to tell ourselves the truth. You have to now advise me. I need your help on how I can now move this state forward.
That was the voice of the governor of Edo State. Now let's listen to the response of the Minister of Finance, responding and refuting.
Council, the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning presented a memo on behalf of the FIRS, and the purpose of the memo was to get Council's approval for the award of contract for the construction of Federal Inland Revenue Service building at Ilikpeju Medium and Small Taxpayers Office in favor of Messrs. Lavoro International Limited in the sum of 529,277,673 naira and 75 kobo, inclusive of 7.5% VAT, with a completion period of 52 weeks, and Council approved our request. The Ministry also presented on behalf of the Nigerian Customs Service a memo that was seeking for Council's approval for the design, construction, and supply of 2 NC-36M monohull patrol boats in favor of Messrs. Port Plus Limited in the sum of 5.5 5,62,530,400 naira, inclusive of 7.5% VAT, with a delivery period of 12 months, and Council approved our request. We also presented a memo, again on behalf of the Nigerian Customs Service, for the approval of Council for the design, construction and supply of 7 fast assault patrol boats and 7 regular patrol boats in favor of Messrs. Siwa West Africa Limited in the sum of 501,471 naira and 8 kobo, inclusive of 7.5% VAT, with a delivery period of 8 weeks. The purpose of the purchase of these 2 types of patrol boats is to enhance the efficiency and the effectiveness of the operations of the Nigerian Customs Service in its bid to control smuggling and also ensure enhanced efficiency in all of customs duty operations in the marine unit of the Nigerian Customs Service. We also presented, again on behalf of the Nigerian Customs Service, a request for Council's approval, and Council approved the procurement of 427 operational vehicles for the Nigerian Customs Service.
Yeah, welcome back. That was the voice of the Minister of Finance, Ahmed Zainab. No, he was trying to get to where she wanted to tell the people that what the governor of Edo State said, was a lie. I'm saying it verbatim, that what the governor said was a lie, that it wasn't correct. So we're going to hang it there for today, and I want to say a big thank you to my producer, presenter Oluwami Sheun, and all the assisting producers also in the studios. I say a big thank you to you all. Please, let's do it once again next week by the special grace of God. Stay out of trouble. I remain yours, David Lucas. Stay blessed and have a fruitful weekend.
Touch Communications, your best companion in infotainment.
Touch Radio, your best companion in infotainment.